Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Calvin. Today we're back with another reaction video. That's right. And we are, excuse me, we are once again continuing with the Ninjago history characters, or the complete history of the Ninjago characters. That's right. Yep. So we're gonna start next one, the complete history of Ronin, 2015 to 2022. All right. So let's dive in. You know the drill. This is by OverLloyd. Put the original link in the description. So yeah, let's dive on in.
Fine, run away. Prove you're the spineless, worthless, no-good criminals everyone thinks you are. Or stay and fight to get our city back. And maybe, just for once, make your mamas proud.
From a mercenary to an ally of the ninja, back to a mercenary, and an ally of the ninja again, and you get the point. Ronin is a morally ambiguous person, claiming to be friendly with someone only to betray them if the price was right. He started out as very selfish and self-centered, but began changing his ways once he became allies with the ninja. However, Ronin was known to stab them in the back if that helped him achieve his goals. But when the situation boiled down to life or death, Ronin always chose to help the heroes win. With that out of the way, I present to you the complete history of Ronin.
Alright. Background.
One night, a drunk Ronin was approached by an individual named Sultan Archeron, who offered him a deal. Ronin agreed, not knowing that he had just indebted his soul to the Soul Archer. Realizing the mistake he had made, Ronin knew his soul would end up in the Cursed Realm if he failed to pay off the Archer in time. Fortunately for Ronin, the Archer was banished to the Cursed Realm himself, seemingly disintegrating the deal. However, Ronin was still paranoid, so he created an eyepiece to detect paranormal essence. Following the Ninjago crisis, Ronin was approached by Klaus for a capture and deliver job for Master Chen. Realizing that the victim was a newly rebuilt Zane, Ronin wished to opt out of the job, but Klaus threatened to harm his family if he did not comply. Having captured Zane and Pixel, Ronin sold them to Chen so the latter could lure the other four ninja into participating in the Tournament of Elements.
Wait. Oh, the tournament. Okay. Season 5, Possession.
Ronin stole Sensei Yang's Airjitsu scrolls from the ancient library of Domu and returned to Styx. He was also seen at the biker tavern as Moro arrived but left before Rate was summoned. As Ronin hid the scroll of Airjitsu in a pot, the ninja arrived seeking it. The thief attempted to sell them some weapons, but they were relentless in searching for the scroll. Ronin offered the price of 200, but raised it to 400 when learning the value of it. Kai tried to lower the price, but due to his bad negotiating skills, they settled at a price of 450. After the ninja left the shop in search of money, Ronin pulled the scroll out and inspected it. That night, he was confronted by Moro and the Soul Archer, who also sought the scroll. Ronin attempted to stall them by bargaining for the allied armor of Azor, but they were interrupted by the ninja. After Moro escaped with the scroll, Ronin rescued Kai and told him that there was another way to learn Airjitsu. In exchange for information, Kai gave Ronin the shares of Sensei Wu's tea farm as compensation for his shop being destroyed. Ronin went to the tea shop and told the owners about the deal he and Kai made. When a customer was leaving, Ronin took the treat that Misako gave the man and pointed out that it was a business, not a charity. Nia later paid Ronin to take her to the Samurai X cave. On the way, Nia got Ronin to reveal that he made a deal with the Soul Archer, and if he did not pay him back, his soul would go to the Cursed Realm. The two arrived to find Moro already there, and Ronin used an arrow blade to take out one of the Soul Archer's arrows. After Nia's mech got possessed, Ronin rescued her and took her outside where the ghost tried to take Rex, but failed when Nia caused it to rain. Ronin then said that she was the water ninja. During a journey to the Wailing Alps, Ronin observed the ninjas' attempts to learn Airjitsu and continually criticized them. He mocked Jay when he went over the flag, and in turn, Jay stole the fruit that he was eating. Gultar was brought aboard the Destiny's Bounty and interrogated by Ronin along with Wu and Nia. When the ghost refused to answer their questions, Wu and Nia left, leaving the prisoner with Ronin. Gultar suggested that Ronin should make good on his deal with the Soul Archer, to which Ronin quickly silenced him and promised that he would keep up his end in due time. Later, when the ninja acquired the Sword of Sanctuary, Wu said that they could now find the tomb of the first Binjitsu master, but Ronin killed everyone's mood by pointing out that they still didn't know where the tomb was. As Ronin was
Wow.
washing Rex, he observed Nia's training and suggested that she shouldn't try so hard. As a result, Ronin witnessed the falling droplets being reversed as Nia lectured him on why she works so hard. Before Ronin could get back to washing Rex, he was telepathically connected by Bansha, who told him to bring Moro the Sword of Sanctuary in exchange for removing his curse. Ronin began looking for the blade in the tea shop, but he was nearly caught by the ninja. Ronin then went to search in one of the side buildings only to find Nia with the sword. After a short fight, Ronin managed to knock her down and take the blade. Nia alerted her friends and Ronin was soon surrounded by the ninja, but they ended up falling for their own ghost traps. Ronin then fled to the tea shop where he was confronted by Wu and Misako. However, he managed to counter their moves with the sword and escape out the back. Putting Rex on autopilot as a distraction, Ronin sailed down a stream only to be caught by Nia. The water ninja tried reversing the flow of the water, but failed as Ronin escaped. The thief soon arrived in Styx and found the ghosts in his old shop. After Gultar confirmed that Ronin brought the real sword, Moro allowed him to keep his soul, but now ordered him to capture the ninja so they wouldn't interfere with the Preeminent's return. However, Ronin refused to take the deal as he now viewed the ninja as friends. As a result, Ronin was possessed by Moro to lead the heroes to the Caves of Despair. The ghosts then left Ronin in Styx as they had no further use for him. However, Ronin later sent explaining everything in a recorded message and giving them the coordinates to the real tomb. Staying at Ninjago City for New Year's, Ronin ate at Chen's Noodle House and made friends with Skylar. While watching the festival at Styx, he learned of the ghost attacks and traveled there with Rex, arriving just as Lloyd was fighting Moro. Using all the money he made, Ronin dumped all of it onto his shop, which was being levitated by Moro. The floating shop came crashing down, but he couldn't find Moro. Ronin began ordering the civilians to escape onto a ferry and soon obtained the Sword of Sanctuary to fight off the Preeminent's tentacles. When everyone was on board, Ronin battled against Moro, but lost. He then took to driving the ferry away from Styx until the Preeminent's destruction at Nia's hands.
Season 6, Skybound.
Ronin was recruited by
Or
the
bound.
Ninjago police to
Skybound.
arrest criminals that they couldn't catch. Although he was still friends with the ninja, Ronin hunted them down in exchange for his criminal record being erased. He first caught Lloyd and Zane by tracking them to a library, hacking Zane, and stunning Lloyd with an electric rope after a brief battle. Ronin later used Zane's beacon to lure Kai and Nia to the Corridor of Elders. He trapped them in a narrow passage where he used a simulated rock to block their path and arrest the siblings. Ronin soon went to Mega Monster Amusement Park to capture Jay and Cole. The two split up, and Ronin caught Jay by shutting down the roller coaster he was on, causing the lightning ninja to fall into a bag below. The bounty hunter easily caught Cole by following crumbs on the ground and using thermal vision to find the Earth Ninja. Ronin, along with the commissioner, rescued Lloyd, Cole, and Nia from Tiger Widow Island and told them about Jay's message in a bottle to stop Nakon. With the ninja on board, they flew back to Ninjago City and prepared to rescue Jay. Ronin helped build the Raid Zeppelin 2.0 for the mission against the Sky Pirates. Ronin was getting arrested by the commissioner when Jay recruited them both for his ninja replacements team. Jay later briefed the team on the mission to stop Nauticon from marrying Nia. While in Ninjago, Ronin gave everyone garden tools to use as weapons against the Sky Pirates, while Jay went to free the ninja in the Jin Blade. When Jay managed to free the ninja, Ronin asked for a cash reward only to be met with glares from Kai and Lloyd. As the ninja went to stop the wedding,
Oh my god,
Ronin
Lloyd
stopped Darrow
looks like
from going
Garmadon
with them
now.
before taking a jet back to Ninjago
Good
City
lord,
with
now.
the replacements, Wu and Misako.
Dark Island Trilogy.
Ronin was hired by Sensei Wu to go with Misako to the Dark Island. Once arriving at the island, they discovered various mutant beasts. The two attempted to sail back to Ninjago for help, but they were ambushed by sky pirates. Ronin tried to defend Misako, but he was knocked overboard and had to swim back to the Dark Island. Using wreckage from around the island, Ronin constructed himself a mech to defend against the sky pirates. A few days later, Ronin was awoken by Jay and Nia, who had just arrived on the island. After Nia saved the mercenary from a leviathan, Ronin desperately tried to get the ninja to help him off the island, but the couple were adamant in rescuing the others. Not wanting to be left alone, Ronin reluctantly followed them. Ronin, Jay, and Nia eventually came across Zane and Cole, who allied themselves with Monkey Wrench and secured the Titanium Ninja Tumbler and the Ultrasonic Raider. Using the vehicles, Ronin and the ninja helped free the fishermen, Lloyd, and Misako from the Sky Pirates. Ronin and the others then pursued the pirates when they fled to the Temple of Light. Ronin participated in the Battle of the Temple of Light and was forced to fight the Shadow Army without his mech.
Day of the Departed.
On the Day of the Departed, Ronin was briefly present at the Royal Blacksmith concert outside of the Ninjago Museum of History before realizing that Ed and Edna's scrapping junk would most likely be deserted. Hoping to collect some scrap metal, Ronin traveled there in his mech and found Jay and his parents being attacked by some resurrected Skullkin. Ronin rescued the Lightning Ninja's parents while Jay fought Samukai. After the Skullkin were defeated, Ronin was rewarded with a bag of scrap metal.
Season 7, Hands of Time.
Ronin, along with Misako and Dareth, was helping the ninja move into their new headquarters. Suddenly, the forward time blade landed in Ninjago, speeding up time by a minute. The trio were all suspicious, but couldn't come up with any conclusions. Dareth rushed to Ronin's shop to buy replacement trophies, but they were disturbed by some Vermilion warriors. Ronin used his salvage mech to tell the ninja. He and Dareth later helped the ninja fight off the Vermilion, but Dareth broke Ronin's leg by accident.
Prior to Hands of
At one
Sons
point,
of Garmadon.
Ronin was hired by the ninja to take them to the tomb of the first Spinjitzu master in their search for Wu. And in an effort to clear his name, Ronin made a deal with the police commissioner to run a school for crooks in which he would try to reform criminals to combat the rising threat of the Sons of Garmadon. One night, Ronin was tracked by Kai and Skylar, but he kept his identity hidden from the two. After a lengthy chase, Ronin revealed himself and explained how he believed the school of crooks would get less members if it looked like he was working with the ninja. As Kai and Skylar left, Ronin mentioned his appreciation for Puffy Pot stickers. Dareth would be pleased.
Season 9, Hunted.
Ronin tried fleeing from the Sons of Garmadon, but he eventually got caught and arrested. Sharing a cell with Misako in Cryptarium Prison, Ronin passed the time by whistling and hoping that Lloyd figures their situation out. Misako assured him that he would, but Ronin shrugged and told her that it was easy for her to say because Lloyd was her son. While in his cell, Ronin overheard the guards saying that the ninja have returned, which he's happy to hear. With the help of Griffin Turner and Karloff, Ronin broke out of his cell along with the other inmates and headed for Ninjago City. When Ronin reached the city, he, along with the other civilians of Ninjago, helped take down the Colossus. When Emperor Garmadon was defeated, Ronin cheered for the ninja as they celebrated their victory.
Season 10, March of the Oni.
After the ninja defeated the Oni, Ronin and some other allies visited the monastery of Spinjitzu and celebrated their victory. After Unagami's attack on Ninjago City, Ronin was hired by the police to help them hunt down escaped Cryptarium inmates. The mercenary captured Fugidove in the process, but soon realized that he could use the escaped inmates to his advantage. Ronin later discovered the Island of the Keepers. Hoping to exploit them of their treasures, Ronin and his crew constructed a fake Wojira to scare them into giving offerings.
The Island.
Once the fake Wojira sailed back into the criminals' hideout,
Oh,
the crooks were disappointed to
prior
learn
to the
that the
island.
keepers
Shit.
sacrificed a person to them rather than jewels. That person turned out to be Jay, who escaped and fought the inmates.
Yeah, prior to
The
the
other
island.
ninja
It was-
joined soon
I'm sorry,
after,
I'm being
and they
distracted by
wondered who could have
this.
been leading
My
this
bad.
operation. Ronin then revealed himself and battled the ninja, until realizing that he could make a quick getaway using the fake Wojira ship. Ronin prepared to leave with the treasure, but he crashed into Twitchy Tim's boat. The mercenary was then captured and imprisoned in the keeper's cell.
Season 14, Seabound.
After the events on the island of the keepers, Ronin was transferred to the Ninjago City Police. After Nia's sacrifice, Ronin was temporarily released on parole to attend her memorial.
Season 15, Crystallized.
Over a year later, Ronin learned that the ninja were imprisoned in Cryptarium Prison with the other inmates and went to the courtyard to meet them. He told them that he sought revenge for ruining his smuggling operation, but Lloyd explained that he only had himself to blame for becoming a criminal. Ronin disagreed with him, telling the ninja that he wasn't cut out to be a hero. Lloyd then called him out on his selfishness, provoking Ronin. The mercenary was about to attack the Green Ninja before the guards arrived and told Lloyd that he had a visitor. As Lloyd left, an irritated Ronin walked away as well. While watching the news of the ninja fighting the Crystal Army, Ronin defended them when the inmates believed that it would be better when the heroes were gone. When the power in Cryptarium went out, Ronin stopped the inmates from escaping and convinced Ultraviolet, Kilo, and Fugidove to assist the ninja. The group then stole a bus and drove to Ninjago City, rescued Pixel and a dismantled Zane, and took them to Borg Tower. At Borg Tower, Ronin and his group gained new mechs created by Cyrus Borg. They were about to leave when Pixel began saying goodbye to Zane. Miraculously, the Ice Ninja woke up and accompanied his allies to the Paperboy's warehouse. Ronin and his gang arrived at the warehouse to prepare for the final battle against the Crystal Army.
Sorry,
Ronin
guys.
fought the Crystal Army in his mech
was
only
getting
to be
distracted
shot
by
by
my
a crystal
iPad.
blast, getting turned into a crystal
I was
zombie.
just looking up some, that's all.
After being purified, Ronin helped the ninja rebuild the monastery with the other Cryptarium inmates, solidifying the fact that he was truly meant to be a hero. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and remember to always look out for jet skis. But really, make sure to leave down in the comments below what character you would like to see me go over next time. And remember, never put off until
Right.
tomorrow what can be done today. Have a good one.
Yeah, I forgot to read,
Peace
I don't want to read it. Prior to the island, okay. I just wanted to read that, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing
So
that.
long, Ninja.
Okay, well that was the complete history of Ronin. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave like you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.